Earlier today, I told you about how I went to the flea market. I bought some cheap records, and my goal had been to take the ones I didn't want, which I bought super cheap, like 50 cents each. I had like $6 worth I was going to take to my local record store because they had a copy on the wall of the White Album by the Beatles, my all time favorite album. And it's a big hole in my collection. I had it originally in my old collection. I've got it on CD now, but that's one I want on vinyl, just like I want all the Beatles albums. So they had it priced more than I was gonna pay for it, more than I could pay for it. But I thought maybe with these 50-cent records I bought today, I'd get enough store credit to do like an even swap. And I said, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm really gonna do this. And my wife Amy said, that's not gonna happen. You're not gonna get trade for that. And usually she's the optimist and I'm the pessimist, but this time it was the opposite. No, no, I'm going to pull this off. And so I took the records up there, and I should really learn not to doubt my wife because she's very, very smart. But that doesn't mean I don't have really cool things. I got four amazing things I have to show you. Okay, so let me just run through these really quick. So again, my only rule was no money out of pocket. Whatever I could get for the 50-cent album, the $6 of 50-cent albums, the 12 LPs I exchanged. I had watch the other videos. I had a sealed Hendrix and a sealed Aerosmith and some Van Halen and stuff. But item number one I came home with was an original 1969 first U.S. pressing of Led Zeppelin 2. Um, when I saw this, it had the price tag here. And so I didn't peel the price tag off until I got home, and I found someone had written all over the cover, which is why they had the price tag there covering it, which is sneaky and not nice. But other than that, it's in pretty good shape. It's the original gatefold design on Atlantic Records, and it has a couple of very light scuffs on it, but I did a quick needle drop, and they don't seem to be audible. So, very nice first pressing of Led Zeppelin 2 from 1969. Item number two I came home with. This is a very nice, also a first pressing, 1971, I think. Who's next? No, 1973, right? You'd think I'd know. I think it's 73 actually, but this is a first U.S. pressing. Still got the shrink wrap on it, though it is not sealed. It has been opened. Absolutely mint copy. No dust, no scuffs, no scratches at all. Probably one of my top 20 favorite albums of all time in my old collection. Have since got it on CD, but I want it on vinyl. Beautiful copy. Um, it goes for a lot more than a 50-cent trade-in. Now, item number three. This is not the one I got, but this is an album I already had. Neil Diamond, the jazz singer. I don't care, laugh if you want. This is one of my favorite records. I love every song on it, but this is my old copy. And what I got today, I traded it, or I got. This is the original master recording edition pressed by Mobile Fidelity. You see, the other copy does not have that banner at the top. If you are a movie person, the original master recording series is like the Criterion Collection for LPs. They do these very high quality reissues of important albums. They do what they call half-speed mastering. So apparently it sounds better, and they're on thick vinyl, much thicker than usual vinyl. They're pressed in Japan, which apparently is much higher quality pressings. I've never owned one of those before, but audiophiles love them. It's basically a free upgrade, and now my old copy of The Jazz Singer can go for trade for something else next time. And one other item I have to show you. What did I come home with? Oh, the White Album. Here it is. I did get enough in trade. So, Amy, believe in me. I know what I'm doing. Nothing out of pocket for this. And this is not a first pressing. I looked up the matrix number. This is a 1976 reissue on U.S. Capitol. It has, let me show you real quick. It has, of course, the poster. It has all four of the photos somewhere in here. Now, they're in there. I verified they were all in there. Now, My old copy of this was an 80s, late 80s repressing. It was on the purple Capitol label. This is the mid 70s heinous orange Capitol label, which I hate. It's the ugliest label. Who thought this was pretty? That anybody wanted to watch this spinning around on a turntable? And I know this was pressed in 76 because I looked it up online and it said if the song titles are left justified, it's a 76 pressing, and if they're center justified, it's a 78 pressing. So maybe you find that stuff interesting. I know I do, but immaculate. Probably not going to come off very well in the video. You probably can't even see, but again, pristine. Not any sign of a surface scratch, a scuff, or anything like that. I can't tell you how happy I am to have my very favorite album of all time again on LP. Now, the cherry on top of this story, and the reason I said you wanted to hear it, I took these albums, $6 worth of albums, to the store. Albums I didn't want, but which would be good homes for someone else, just not me. I got these 4 amazing albums, including the White Album, which I wanted, and I still had credit left over. They gave it back to me as cash. How much did they give back to me? $6. So I basically bought albums, got reimbursed for the albums, and was given those 4 albums essentially as a finder's fee. Nothing out of pocket for that. So today was my amazing record day story. I hope you found it as fun and interesting as I did. I'll let you go now. Bye-bye.